is going on, everybody? Thank you for showing up. Who we got in the chat today? We have Shaman. Welcome, welcome. Aviator. Thank you for showing up. Today we have Mr. John Crispala in the house. He's going to be talking about the Pando project. It's awesome to get him on here. Can't wait. I really want to learn about this project. So let me go ahead and bring up to the stream Mr. John Crispala. Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. Let me add your stream here. How's your day going, man?
Oh man, so far so good. Can't complain. Got so much in the pipeline, and yeah, I'm pretty fired up to be honest. And yeah, today it's just a great day to start the week. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm still
How about
recovering
yourself,
from
man? How's your fourth?
It was good. We have in the town I'm at we have a big park by a river, and they did an awesome concert, awesome fireworks show. It was great. Had a good time with the family and kids.
Mm-hmm.
A much needed time away from the computer for a little bit. Away from
we
crypto.
need a little debrief from that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
So,
I was curious. What do you call your crew?
you
Like
know,
Waddy's got what the Wad Squad or the Waddlers.
I really I was gonna leave it up to them, whatever they feel like calling themselves. I like calling my space the Chakaverse.
Oh, there you go.
The
Chakaverse. I like
yeah,
that, man.
we're
That's
entered in
a good logo, bro.
yeah,
Chakaverse.
we're in the Chakaverse right now, but I mean it's whatever they want to call themselves. I don't know yet.
Uh-huh. That's cool.
So I've been I really wanted to check out, learn more about your project, man. It seems really interesting. And I had a live stream earlier, and right at the end, I just rugged it, and my whole internet, everything shut down. I was like, man, I need to get a Ramatron going on. Help me out here.
Oh yeah, we got to get you one, man. But yeah, we've got a lot of great things in store for the future, and
Yeah.
and I know not a lot of people have heard about our project in this market, but this is a real deal. I mean, don't take my word for it. Allow me to share our story, and you determine for yourself.
Yeah, I want to know the how PandoProject originated to where it's at now to your future. I want to know everything about it. You got the floor is yours.
Okay, sounds good, man.
Yeah.
So this project, for those of you guys that are familiar with Theta, they've been around for quite some time, and so the developer from Theta, he wanted something much more to deliver, and so this is where the vision was how it was born, and we only launched. We're only like what three and a half months old, and
Wow.
yeah, so this is kind of more of a soft launch, if you will, because we never really hit it hard. The way we wanted to come out was we wanted to come out treating this as a real business, not so much of the traditional projects that you see out in the market where people would just pump and dump and stuff like that. This is really a project with a lot of use cases and utility, and so we've been chipping away. So even though we've only launched three and a half months ago, we've been chipping away since 2018 in the background. So
Yeah.
we've just been really just lay low with everything, and so we've been building so much utilities. And so when we came out, we've got everything already, and a lot of projects, they're just starting out with just hopes and dreams, and
Yeah.
a lot of times people can't even deliver for what they promise to their investors, and that's why we've got so much rug pulls and stuff like that that's happening out there. And so we didn't want to be portrayed as one of that, and so we spent our own resources developing our utilities, and I'm going to explain to you guys what our utilities are. But our main purpose and intent is to revolutionize and optimize the world of stream. And especially, coming back in, my native country. I'm from the Philippines, by the way. And so this project originated back in Singapore. And so in that region, we're largely populated over there. And that's where a lot of our strength is coming from right now. And we're slowly, easing our way back into the western side of the globe. And so we have developed this application. We call it Ramatron. And let me see if I can put some slides here for you.
Let me just say what up to the chat really quick. They seem to be popping
Yeah,
in.
yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Racket, what's going on? What's going on? He says, "What's up, Chaka, Shaman, Aviator, John? What's going on?"
Hey,
Uh,
hey.
Aviator, what's up, John and Chaka? Miss NFT Queen, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys all for showing up. She said, "John, NFT Queen. Let's see, Rack Club, long time no see. Miss NFT Queen and Shaman. What's up? What's up, Shaman? Thank you guys all for showing up. Thank you." So you were looking for some
Oh no,
slides?
I'm good to go. Ready where you are.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we are good to go. Philippines. Oh, we have someone from the Philippines.
Yeah, we got
Christina
some
Marie.
representation. Hey, Christina, how you doing?
Hey, welcome, welcome. Thank you for
Yeah,
joining. Shaman,
yeah.
John, what's good? Everybody else, what's good? Cool.
Right on. Everything's good, man. Thank you. And so my role, my background, by the way, is I've been in financial services for nearly 20 years, and just been, coaching and consulting with my clients on how to better manage, their assets, how to optimize them. And I do a little bit of everything when it comes to, the wealth building aspect of things. So I'm also involved in real estate. I've done a bunch of flips and developments. And within recent, with my little integration with crypto, I just grew a large fascination of, the whole industry. And I found a way on how I can actually, you know integrate that into my practice. And because I already know and understand where the future is going, with blockchain and crypto and NFTs.
Yeah.
It's the next frontier. And whether you like it or not, it's just like Web 2.0, right? Nobody knew that everybody was going to have a Facebook page, and now look at how much social media presence there are in the world.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same thing. Whether you like it or not, you're going to be part of it. And so why not be in the forefront, right?
Yep.
And so that was my take on it. And my colleague was the one that actually brought me on board with this project, because she is a business consultant in Korea. And so she's been there for the last 10 years. And I'm out here in Seattle, by the way. And so, this is where we met. And then when she moved on to Korea, she's been consulting with, major corporations out over there. And she came across this project, and she's not even in crypto, by the way. She's just, purely business. And so
Right.
she had a friend that knew the owner, the CEO of this movement, and we call him Boss Nava. And so, when she kind of took a snapshot of, you know the movement, she was wondering, like, hey, why is this only in this region? This should be a global movement. And
Yeah.
so, long story short, they started this international expansion. And she came and approached me, and she was like, hey, John, I got this huge project, but man, I'm telling you, it's a huge plate. And but I'd like for you to take a look at it. And so when I looked at it, I was like, holy crap, this is massive. And like, heck yeah, I want part of it. Where do you want me? And so that's where my role had came in. And so I'm currently the director of business development for the Philippines. And even though I
Wow.
reside here in the U.S., I'm building the market out in the Philippines, because we truly believe that our technology is going to make a huge impact, to the world, and especially in the eastern side of the globe, right? I mean, not every country has high tech, right? Like
Yeah.
if you're looking at third world countries, right, they're still on DSL. And so technology such as this, it definitely helps improve, because in that region, when you're streaming, right, the biggest problem they have is the lag and
Oh
the
yeah.
constant buffering, and so it's kind of hard to deliver stream, right? And
Yeah.
so um, when because the way it works traditionally, right? It's every data, every stream is crossing through the CDN server, and what normally happens is when people upload their content into the video platform, it kind of goes through the server, the CDN. But what happens is, when there's a high volume of traffic, right, it creates a congestion, and that's where you get the buffering and the lag. And so, in result of that is, poor quality, poor stream. And so, what we had developed was we had developed this application, and it's just a software. You can download the software to your computer, and you can literally turn your computer into a physical node. All right, we're not talking about the nodes that you see out there with different projects. I mean, we're talking like a real node, real digital property. And so what this does is it opens up, because of the fact that we're going to be doing streaming in a decentralized platform, inside the blockchain. uh, Having it peer to peer releases so much pressure as opposed to the bottleneck that you face in the traditional approach.
Yeah.
And so this is designed to improve the quality of stream, and especially in that side of the world, it would have drastic improvement. Matter of fact, right now, we have other projects that are wanting to build their blockchain, and they want to do it in our platform because of the fact that the cost savings that they would put back in their pocket is nearly about 50% savings. So that's hugely significant.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so just to let you know, like right now, there's this project right now is they're kind of building a decentralized platform of the like the version of like Upwork or Fiverr. And so we're going to be learning more about this company, but this was just announced not very long ago. But yeah, we're going to be supporting them, and they're going to be using our technology. They're going to be using our native token, and that's just more utility, and keeping the token within the ecosystem and having less
Yeah.
speculation out there. And so, long story short, right, with these CDN servers, they cost billions of dollars every single year, and not just the equipment alone, but the facilities, right, the real estate portion of that. And so imagine the savings that's going out to that, and having it redirected to the community, which would be people and investors such as yourself, because of the fact that you as a node holder, you would be a relayer of data.
Yeah.
And so that cost will be translated back into your pocket, the community, because this would be the time where you know you would regain choice and control and privacy, and of course that translates into profit. And um, and the fact that once we have a solid foundation of the Ramatrons out there, so the Ramatron is our first utility, right, which is the application.
Yeah.
And once we have enough out there, then we would have a solid platform where we can deliver stream and data. And this would be very welcome to different blockchain projects, as well as different businesses that would like to tap into our network. And another company, actually this is a government entity, right, in Thailand. The one of the largest telecom in Thailand, they're right now we're having a collaborative conversation to where we can actually work together and help them improve their network. And so
Wow.
these are like the real use case and the real utilities that we're talking about. And we're just getting started. And
Yeah.
we barely scratched the surface. We haven't even really hit hardcore marketing, and we just been kind of doing it word of mouth. And I mean, of course, they're big on the eastern side, but over here in the U.S., um, with the applications that I'm about to mention that we're in process of releasing, we're working on perfecting that, and so we want to be able to we want to be ready to release into, like, in the US, the Canada market, um, and basically the Americas, and so once we have that perfected, then we can go full blown. But I'm giving you guys the glimpse of what is to come, and kind of you know treat it as if it was a pre-sale, if you will, right?
Yeah.
Get in early while you can, and especially building this business, this project in a bear market right now, which is actually the best time for
Oh,
you to
yeah.
be making an investment in a project, because you buy in red candles, right? You don't buy at the top, you buy at the low, and so this is the time right now. It's just like 2017 all over again,
Yeah. You
right?
were saying you're going to earn your native token. What is your native token?
Our native token is PTX. Right,
PTX. Okay.
right.
And you said you had to download. It's a downloadable application. Is this something free?
Oh, absolutely, right. So you download the app, and so with the application, you turn your computer into a node, and so the only two things that you really need is just a laptop and Wi-Fi. Just
Yeah.
yep.
Is
Because
there? Is there? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, no, go ahead.
Is there any requirements, like computer wise, like technical requirements that I need in order to download the application? Like, do I need a? I probably can't have an older computer. I take it.
There is actually, you just need to have um 4 to 8 gigs of RAM and 100 gigs of storage space. So,
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, really not a whole lot. It's not asking for a lot, right? It
Yeah.
just runs silently in the background, and it's safe, it's secure, it's not intrusive at all. It's only designed to allocate the bandwidth that you're just willing to share, and so especially here for us, right? Everybody's got a gig speed of internet, or
Hmm.
1 terabyte, 2 terabyte of usage, or even unlimited. And the truth of the matter is, we don't even utilize all of that, right? And
Yeah.
so, but you're paying for it every single month, and so you can actually share some of that unutilized bandwidth and actually get paid for it, right? So the only way you can so that's how you would activate your Ramatron, is through staking. It's activated through staking, and
Oh,
so
okay.
you're basically minting tokens when you turn on the application, right? So when it's on, you got your uptime in the network, and that's how you are actually earning passive income, is when you're doing that. Because when your node is turned on, right, you're giving your node, you're already earning tokens just for turning on, right? That's why we call our movement T to E, right? We all heard of P to E, play to earn. Our
Yeah.
movement is T to E, turn on to earn, right?
Yeah.
You turn it on, and it's working for you. And if you want to make the best of both worlds, if you're a gamer yourself, right, you can combine both concepts and double the earnings.
Yeah. That's awesome. And this
Yeah.
doesn't bog down your computer at all because it's all excess, right? Excess bandwidth.
Yeah, not at all, man. It's very lightweight, it's secure, it's efficient, very, very smart. And so I mentioned that it's activated through staking. It doesn't access any of your personal files or data, right? So it's very non-intrusive. It's only accessing the excess bandwidth that's allocated by you, and it will not interrupt your daily task nor slow down your computer. I mean, I've got a lot of things that's running right now, and the application is just one of it. And of course, having this stream, takes quite a bit too. Especially in
Yeah.
StreamYard, it consumes so much of your computing power. But I'm still here, right? It's still working.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, and most importantly, right? And I'm sure people will be asking about this, is it will not compromise the security of your computer. And I've actually, I did a stream with Legal Alien, and
Uh,
I've done so many interviews, right? And never once have I gotten hit with a crew of IT people. And I mean, I'm financial savvy, but when it comes
uh-huh.
to IT stuff, I know a little bit, but I can't say I know all. And
Yeah.
man, some of those questions that they threw, I was like, way over my head, man. And I told him like, hey, I can't answer it right now, but I promise you I'll be back and I will bring the answers. And so I brought with me our CTO, and hey, we took care of those questions one by one, and
Oh, there you go.
yeah, so for any technical questions, right, let me know, and if I'll do my best to answer, and if I can't, I'll be honest with you, I'll tell you that I can't, but I will be back.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys have any questions in the chat, go ahead and ask them. I will post them up.
Right on. Hey, you guys, by the way, hit the like button for our buddy Chaka. Let's get him over 1,000.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Get
Yeah.
over 1,000. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be where I'm at right now. I just hit 250. That's a huge milestone for me. Huge goal.
Oh, congrats, man. And you're doing good, man. You're gaining some good momentum, and just keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're pretty easy to talk to. You're very mellow. And by the way, what's your nationality? What?
I'm Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rico. Okay. Puerto Rican. But man, you
can't you tell I was Puerto Rican, baby?
you kind of have more of a, you got the island vibes, man. You're like very mellow and lay low.
Yeah, you know what? I do have a lot of friends, and then also my kids' godparents. They're all Samoan, so I hang out with a lot of the Samoan families, and I feel the island vibes a lot whenever we're
right
together. That's
man, I grew up with a bunch of Samoans, man. So we get along really well.
Yeah. I did have a question though.
Sure.
So why go through the blockchain for this? Why not just do just a regular application? Why did you guys choose the blockchain?
Because it's number one is the decentralized format, and the fact that it's peer to peer. That's how they were able to design that software, is by getting into the blockchain movement, and it creates a solution to a big dilemma.
Yeah. Thank you.
So the whole point of this whole thing is turning your computer into a generating a profit generating machine, right? It's a liability, but now you can turn your liability into an asset, right? Because asset is something that puts money in your pocket, not take away, and this is what this does for you. So the way this whole thing works, right? The how we came up with this idea was from the concept of the aspen tree, and the aspen tree is it's like it's a giant plant, and this plant may look like a giant forest, but one end of the branch could be like 3 miles across from the other end, but yet it's just one big giant root system. And so with our Pando network, right, what it is, it's a massive global streaming platform that's made up of 1 million decentralized computers, which what we call Ramatrons. So you can have one node, coming from the Philippines, and you can have the other node here in the US, but yet it's still one giant network.
Oh wow!
All right. So that's pretty much the synopsis of it, and that is the foundation. And we have a little bit of presence here in the U.S. because of some of the relationships that I've built, such as yourself, and with the rest of the circle, and so so there is a following there, right? But it's not like an explosive movement yet. But like I said, I'm just been doing this just based on the referral basis. People, that I met you through Wadi and everybody else that's in the circle, and we all just became friends. And that's just how I've been working it right now. And I'm just doing what I can to contribute because I truly believe in this project. And so sometimes I just kind of do things out of my own free will, just to kind of make my contributions.
Oh, of course, that's awesome.
Yeah. And so, we've talked about the foundation, right? So you're probably wondering, all right, so what's going to generate the, the activity for, for this platform?
Yeah.
So we have so much in the works, and we've got an army of applications that we are beginning to release. Three of them this year, as a matter of fact. And we already have, our main utility, right, which is the Ramatron. We also have a wallet. We also have our own blockchain. So we launched our blockchain back in the late last year, like in November, December, and so we've got that. We have a working wallet on top of that, and so
I just seen it. Yeah, I did not know you guys had a working wallet
oh
also.
yeah, right. And we got some projects out there that they can't even deliver their wallet after over a year. But
Yeah,
but yeah, like I said, we wanted to come out and deliver good quality. And of course, I mean, we're not perfected right now, but we're constantly improving, right? But we have tangible stuff that what we have to offer to our investors.
right.
And so now that we've got all that, so now we're working on phase two, which is the software, the dApps, right, the applications. And so the Ramatron nodes, what it'll be doing, it'll be powering like an entire ecosystem that includes like an array of decentralized apps. That's of course developed by the PandoProject. And so, I mean, I can go through each one of these apps, but man, we'll be here all night, bro. But the main one that I wanted to highlight is the Panda Joe, and I wish I had that video with me to share. But if you guys get a chance, we already have the beta test, and so basically what it is, it's a they call it a. Let me see here if I have it. Actually, I do have it, maybe.
And this app is up and running already.
Yes, it is. So you can actually download the application, and it's currently available on Play Store, Google Play Store.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, so the way they wanted to release it is they wanted to release the application to where we can have the user test it out. They can go live, and they can also offer their suggestions and their feedbacks, and so that we can, to be honest, right? This Before we actually released this app, we remodeled this application like three times because of the fact that we've been so open to accepting people's feedback. And yeah, before this whole thing was like orange, and then now it's come to this.
Yeah,
And so yeah, it's definitely come a long way, but it's not perfected yet. But you can actually live stream, you can upload videos, you can follow, you can like videos and stuff like that. So it's got those functions, right? And so think of it as like a YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, combined with more bells and whistles. The application has its own. So with the app, anybody can go live, right? And it's got
yeah.
its own OBS built into it, so you don't really have to download a third-party application, and sometimes you have to, spend money on that. So the app, we built that into the app, so to where it's very user friendly. All you have to do is just push the button, and you can go live.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Is the app able to run third party applications like say StreamYard? Is it able to do that?
yes, yeah, that is the plan too. Yes,
Oh,
eventually.
okay.
Yep, yep. Because we have people such as yourself, right? You're already accustomed to certain things, and
Yeah.
yeah. So we're working on integrating that into. But for somebody, you could be like a real, you could be like a senior that doesn't know anything about tech, right? But if you could just download and just push the button and go live, then it just makes it easy.
Oh yeah.
For that
Super
use,
easy.
right? And it even has a multi-angled camera feature, and so basically, I believe you'll get about 4 to 5 stream IDs, to where you can either use them as four cameras, so you can have like different views where you're when you're streaming or when you're conducting a concert. Um, or you can share them with five of your fave five, basically.
Okay.
And just like how we're doing things, on occasion, we live stream with our buddies, and some of the streamer buddies that we're close with, and you can do exactly the same thing with this. So it's built into that as well. All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
When you sign up for this, do you have to, like, the information you have to enter? Do you have to KYC when you sign up? Is that required?
No, I mean, it's just a
Just an
uh,
app you sign up.
you just I mean, yeah, you just punch in your name and your email. Yeah, it's just the basic general info, really. I mean,
Cool.
it's not like they're asking for your social security number or anything like that.
Yeah. Nice.
No, not at all. All right. And you can keep most of your profits, right? And especially for the, like, the big giant, that we're on right now.
Yeah.
They, when you monetize, you engage in contract, and so they're going to be carving out anywhere from 30 to 50% of what you're producing. And so with our platform, right, once everything is ready to go, you can keep most of your profits. And we're probably thinking, 90% of what you produce you can keep, and
Oh,
10%, right, just goes back to the community. And so you don't I'm not trying to say to ditch what you currently have, right? But rather than having one workhorse working for you, why not have two workhorses working for you, right?
exactly. And especially right now, there's a lot of YouTube pages that are getting or channels that are getting taken down, and this
Oh
would be a
yeah,
great
it's yep,
option to have.
it is. It would be, right. I mean, there's a lot of platforms out there, right? But we want to be that movement, with real, with better features, and be competitive.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're basically, with this application, it's designed to integrate, all the major popular app, condensed into one. It has its own TikTok engine that's going to be integrated in there for shorts and stuff like that. Uh, Lots of cool stuff, man. And
That sounds really cool.
yeah, and
And this is only one of
this is just
five.
this is
Five.
just one application that we're talking about, man.
Yeah.
Wait till we yeah. So, but like I said, we've got a lot of catalysts for, going for us, and but this is going to be major for us, with this app. So we're putting a ton of energy into it,
Hmm.
currently. And so there's also 12 revenue models. And the way, you've got anywhere from in-house purchases, predictions, badges, marketplaces, sponsorships. We're going to be hosting an esports tournament,
Oh
at the
wow.
end of this year, and we're going to be like we're probably going to have about 100,000 gamers, and we're going to be hosting that live on our platform, because we've actually engaged in a partnership with. You familiar with Mobile Legends?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So we've got
Oh,
a partnership with them, and so we're going to be having an esports tournament at the end of this year. But between now and the end of the year, we're going to be having like small tournaments, and so yeah, so it's going to be fun. So, but when you engage in that tournament, right, you would register and you would utilize our native token PTX, right, and most likely, the prize winnings and the rewards and stuff like that will be in that as well. And so
PTX.
we're creating a lot, more use cases for our token, and that's just one of many, right? I mean, as a node holder, you're already earning for delivering data. You're also earning on top of that, and then
Yeah.
with the economy inside the ecosystem, right? So there's so much moving components, man. It's kind of hard to keep up with it. But advertisements would also be one of them, and of course, right? With a platform, you would have your viewers, and then you'll have subscribers, and then you'd have your content creators, and then of course with all of that, comes, advertisements would follow, because there's traffic coming in. But
Yeah.
for those advertisers, in order for them to place their ads, they can't just pay cash, right? They have to go to the exchange and get our native token, and then they would place their ads with the PTX. So that's,
Wow. I
yeah.
had Aviator from the chat. He says, "So how many tokens do I need to start a node?"
It's almost free, bro.
Almost free.
250 tokens to start to start a node, and right now, one PTX is like what, 3 cents, 4 cents, and so 250 times that, we're talking like, I don't know, 10, $15.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah,
Nice.
but the thing is you can buy, because you can have like multiple units, and there's no limit basically of what you can stake in your Ramatron. And I've had investors where they've staked like, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you can either do that, or you can play it smart, and you can have multiple nodes, because of the fact that, if you can, okay, so hypothetically, right, you can put like $5,000, for example, in one node, and you're gonna be generating your rewards every single week just for being up in the network.
Yeah.
But if you want to play it smart, instead of just having one node, you could split it up into two nodes, if you have the luxury of having multiple computers, right? Because we've only talked about the stake rewards on that for one Ramatron, but the difference would be is if you have two, now you have two chances of delivering data, if you
Yeah.
follow me on that.
Yeah, I got you.
So it's two nodes, basically. It's like two servers, if you will.
Can you use your phone? Is this on available for mobile also?
Hey, I'm glad you asked that, man. Every single interview that I come into, that's the first thing they are like, hey, is this available on the phone? And so we've been taking their feedbacks, and we had just announced not very long ago that we have already started doing some testings on having Ramatron Lite. So basically, you can turn your cell phone into a Ramatron, turn that into a node, and so that one would be more, and that's going to come out before the end of the year, by the way. So
Cool.
another catalyst. Um, so that one would be more designed for live streaming. So more for the Panajo user, being able to deliver for the Panajo live stream. Um, we'll have something a little bit more heavier come out. We've got 4 versions that are coming out of the Ramatron, because some of the applications that we're going to be releasing is going to be data heavy. We're talking about apps, more for like education, and we also have one for, like doing live concerts, like real heavy data usage stuff. So we've got some of those versions that can take on that capacity. But for the mobile version of the Ramatron that's going to
Mm,
be coming out, would be more catering towards the live streamers, for
that's
Panajo.
cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And you did say education, so I'm guessing the Tutor X is a sort of online educational tool
Yes. Yep. So TutorX is designed for it's an education platform, and
platform.
yeah, we've been also engaging with the major universities, trying to integrate their curriculum into our platform, because it's not. I mean, Zoom has definitely paved the way for us, right, as far as
Hmm.
how we're able to communicate. But that only takes it to a certain extent. And so the way TutorX is designed is, it's also a marketplace. It's a hub. So imagine for somebody that wants to learn how to speak a different language, like if you wanted to learn how to speak Japanese, right?
Yeah,
You can just, you can go into the application and just hire, somebody from its native land to teach you the language, right? Rather than trying to find a class, in your community college or your university, and
that's really interesting, man.
right?
Wow.
Yeah, matter of fact, if, we've had some talks with, I don't know if you're familiar with Platanaso,
Yes,
and they've been.
I'm an investor of them also.
Oh, right on. Awesome. Great project, man.
Hmm.
And so we've been engaging in conversations as far as, being able, because they wanted a language learning platform.
That's right.
And right.
Yep.
And they were asking Teddy to develop that for them. But then Teddy was like, dude, when I was sharing him about our project, I'm like, you know how Teddy is, right?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, John, You telling me that this app will do this? Like, no, dude. Like, I have another project right here that's telling me to do exactly the same thing that you already have. So, like, why am I gonna even bother recreating the wheel when I can just forge the relationship? And
Exactly.
it was a funny conversation, man. It was hilarious. But yeah, so that would be actually that's going to be the next app that we're going to be releasing. But we've been spending so much time with Panajo because with all of the designs and stuff and all of the changes, so it's taken a lot more efforts than we had anticipated. But we're here to try to make it work, right? We want to perfect the craft. But
Yeah.
when Tutor X comes out, then we're going to be having conversations and again, right, that we have this interoperability feature to where we have the ability to work with businesses, work with different projects. So it's not just like you don't necessarily just have to be part of you know within our ecosystem, right? I mean, we can
Mhm.
integrate you in, and that's
Yeah.
that's that's the beauty of our movement, is being able to have that capability.
And you don't want to spread yourself too thin over the 5 projects. I like how you're really fine tuning the Pandojo before you move on. You're not just leaving it half done, going to the next one. That's
No,
I
no. Yeah. Yep. Oh, absolutely, man. And yeah, that's why it kind of blew me away too. Like, damn, you guys really put a lot of energy into it, and I appreciate that. And that's why I understand the concept of what they're doing. And I honestly, I mean, it may not look like it right now, but I truly believe that this will be a contender for the major platforms that are currently out there. So,
it's
and
got the foundation for it, and from
it
what it
does.
looks so far, yeah, I could see
Yeah.
that happening.
And so, yeah, so for those of you guys that are watching, I would encourage you guys to download the application if you have Android. And so
Yeah.
iOS is going to be coming out pretty soon. I mean, it should have been released last month actually, but the fact that with dealing with the Apple, man, it's just they ask for so much, and they
Yeah.
keep wanting to go back to the table and ask for more things. And so it's been just the delays after delays. But I think we're getting the list checked off from what they're asking for. And so for those of you guys that are iOS users, just hang tight. It's definitely going to come out. But if you have Android, I would encourage to play around with it,
Check
and
it out.
you can also be part of our feedback community. And for those of you guys that are content creators, or even just users, you just get a feel for it, and let us know what works, and let us know what your suggestions are. And believe me, I mean, we look into every single one, and we apply some of those things that what they think that would be best for the application. And so this is truly a community owned project. And so we listened to the community, and we wanted the community to get a feel for it. Because imagine this, right? Imagine that I'm not going to mention any names, right? But there was a project that they had their app, they wanted to release it, and the pressure was building so fast, right? They've been demanding, like, hey, why hasn't it come out yet? But then they set a launch date, but then they couldn't deliver. It couldn't work, it couldn't function. And at the same time, when everybody was trying to download it, it crashed the system. And so we didn't want that experience. And so what we had done was we released it in phases, right? And so we've got like the phase 1 version, and it's working, but it doesn't have 100% full functionality. But at the same time, right, we don't have to make an announcement to where, like, hey, download it this day, and then just and get a bunch of some, I don't know what kind of attacks that they call it, bot attacks and
Bot
whatnot.
attacks, yeah.
Yeah. And so at least with this, we kind of did it nonchalantly, and everybody now has an opportunity to try it out. And at the same time, we're gonna continue on working the improvements.
Yeah.
So
I got a couple question from Aviator. He said, "And where can I buy those tokens? Where can he pick up PTX?"
You can buy PTX in L Bank. And so we're not in DeFi, right? So that was one thing that they wanted to is go straight to a centralized exchange, and so that way people don't have to kind of deal with the expensive gas fees and things in that nature. And so yeah, I mean, and even when we talk about our tokenomics, man, you're gonna be blown away. It's like this is totally nothing compared to other projects to where they're just 20% tax, overall,
Can we talk about the tokenomics a little
Oh,
bit?
absolutely, man.
Let me say what's
It's very plain and simple, right? 0% buy tax, 0% sell tax, 1% transaction fee in our blockchain. That's it.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
That's what I'm
So
talking about.
it's we don't. It's That's it, man. It's just plain and
Yeah.
simple. And we also have a burning mechanism. And oh, by the way, you can look this up on our website, right? Our
And
website our website is completely open source.
there is links in the description to the website. There's links to the Twitter also. You guys check it out. I'm actually downloading it right now. I'm gonna check it out right now.
Okay, awesome. And our burning mechanism is we kind of have a sliding scale. And so by the end of this year, 50% of the profits would be used to buy back and burn tokens. And I believe it's 50, 25, and 10 moving forward, if I'm not mistaken. But it's somewhere along those lines. But yeah, I mean, with what I've shared with you so far, right? We feel that we'll be sustainable enough because of the ecosystem that we have, because we're treating this as a real business, right? And so we don't want to rely on the investors, like charging high taxes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But one thing that I have been suggesting though, is having DeFi presence, because a lot of us degens over here are so used to buying on Uniswap and stuff like that, and I'm trying to help them understand that, so that because you want to be able to mix it up, right, and have especially in different countries too, where they can't have access to certain exchanges because they're prohibited in particular countries. And so having a DeFi presence would be a solution to that particular dilemma. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I'm very outspoken, and so sometimes I rub elbows with the big bosses, and but that's part of the growth, right? And
Yeah.
you know
I got a Gompy Kiwi. He asked, or he's just made a statement. I've been running the Ramatron for about 5 weeks, and I'm only earning PTX tokens for proof of network 6.25 tokens a week.
and that's just for 250 tokens, right? Imagine if you had thousands of tokens, and so it's really great, the passive earnings. And so let me all right, let's talk about that, right? How do you generate passive earnings on that? So the first thing that you need to do first is you need to download your Ramatron node, and you can get the node on our website, PandoProject.org, and then just click download. You can use all operating system, whether if it's Linux, Mac, or Windows. And once you have your application downloaded, then you want to set up your Pando wallet. And once you have that in place, then you would get your PTX from the exchange, and then you can activate your Ramatron. Right. So there's two different ways on how you can earn. So number one would be through your node. Okay. And the way I treat my node, I treat it like digital property, man. It's my real estate. It's my digital real estate, because it produces income for me. And so the way this works is with the proof of stake is you would activate your Ramatron through staking. And so the minimum requirement is 250 PTX. So that's just the bare minimum. There is no maximum. So if you want to stake, whatever the amount that you're willing to invest, right? Of course, this is not financial advice. So whatever you're comfortable with, there's no limit, but the minimum is 250 PTX. And so every single week, the only thing that you need to do is turn on your computer for 40 hours per week, and that would simulate you a 100% score. And by the end of the week, you would generate your reward, and you would earn at the rate of 2.5% per week, and that's pretty generous,
Yeah.
actually, if you put it in that perspective. Because every single week, right, if you follow that schedule for the whole year, that pretty much produces 100% APY.
Yeah.
Uh, if you look at it from an APY perspective, but you would earn your rewards every single week, and that's typically depending on what part of the globe you're in. That would either, for us, it would be like Sunday night, right? For the other side of the globe, it would probably be Monday morning. So
And then Gompy Kiwi says, I never get proof of engagement. What did he say before? Oh, so he's not getting proof of
well,
engagement.
that's because that's the creamer, right?
Oh,
And that has not been released yet, although it is going to be, because of the stage of where PandaJoe is right now. PoE is going to be utilized here within, we're talking a matter of weeks. And so proof of engagement, for those of you guys that are not aware, is when your node delivers a job where you're actually delivering stream, and you're going to be earning at the rate of 0.1875 per PTX per 60 seconds, so per minute basically. And if you are delivering that stream, right, so if, let's say, if your neighbor is like streaming for 5 hours per day, and I'm just going to throw hypothetical numbers, right? So at a hypothetical value of 20 cents, right, delivering 5 hours of stream, that equates to 33.75 USD. And
wow.
if that individual was just streaming 24 hours, I was just watching like Game of Thrones, all 8, 9 season of it.
Yeah.
That's about 162 USD that you would earn. And that goes on top of your weekly earning rewards already, just for turning on the application, right? So the first way is through you can do simple staking, just for activating your Ramatron. But you can also do compound staking. So compound staking is, you take your weekly rewards and then you just restake it back in. And but the minimum requirement for restaking would be a minimum of 25 PTX. And so you would need to up the amount to equate what you're going to be spitting, what it's spitting out, in order for you to plug it back in, would have to equate the minimum of 25 PTX.
And all the staking, all the compound staking is done from pandaproject.org.
It's done through your Ramatron.
Oh, it's done automatically.
Yeah. Well, no,
Oh,
you would okay. So at the end of the week, right? So let's say that you have like a 100% score because you fulfilled the 40-hour uptime in the network, and so with Gompy's example, right? He's got 250 PTX, and so each week he's receiving 6.25 PTX, and so at least for him, right, he can gather that for one whole month, and then that would equate the 25 minimum PTX. So he can take
wow.
that 25 and then restake it, because after he restakes it, right, it would now be 256.25 PTX as the main principal. And so each week it's now going to earn 2.5% based on 256.25 PTX. It's compounding, right?
Nice. Yeah.
And so if you were to simulate that figure, right, to where you're recompounding every single week, right? I know this sounds a little big, right? But I try not to hype that up. But if you just do the math, right, it would be roughly about 300% APY. Um,
Wow.
and which is not too bad, right? Because
That's not too bad at all.
you're literally getting the tokens there. But of course, the value of the token would vary too, depending on the market fluctuation, right? But in terms
Yeah.
of the token rewards, it's there. And so now taking it to the next level with the proof of engagement when you're delivering stream, because remember we talked about the having multiple properties, right? Multiple
Hmm.
nodes. And so just imagine having a node in like a high traffic area where you think you'll be able to have opportunities to deliver a stream. You can do that. So you can have one right from your home, and then you can have one somewhere else, or when our node comes out on the mobile version, then you can have that from wherever you're going. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, think of it as your digital real estate, right? Cell phone towers, because your cell phone relies on cell phone towers, right? And so you own that cell phone tower. So you own your node. It's digital property. You own the full outright of it. You don't have to mortgage it. I mean, you're literally earning passive right from the get go.
And I've heard you talk about it as think of it as an Uber driver. I've heard you say that before, as how Uber driver just turns the app on, he's starts earning.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's you can. I mean, you have the choice and the control to turn on your Ramatron, right? If you
Yeah.
want to put your computer to work, you turn the app on. It's the same thing as when you're an Uber driver. If you want to make money, you have to turn on the app in order for you to capture some of those people coming in that wants a ride.
Yeah.
And so, in much the same matter with the Ramatron, you turn on your Ramatron in order for you to earn two ways, right? Just for turning it on, for being up in the network, and for the opportunity for you to deliver a stream, deliver data.
You mentioned earlier, this is kind of backtracking just a little bit, but you were saying that about the esports event on Pandojo.
Mhm.
How would we watch that? Where do we got to go to watch it? Do we just log into the app and
That
find
would, yeah, that would just logging into the app. And are you an Android user or are you iOS?
Android?
Android, okay, yeah, dude, you can download it, man. Download Panda Joe. You set up
Yeah,
your
I'm actually downloading it right now.
yeah, and yeah, look me up too, man. Make sure you subscribe.
Cool.
I'm trying to build my base there too.
There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna set it up and check it out. It's really interesting, man.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, it's just like I'm just wild for me, man. I mean, I'm part of the project, but just to actually see, because there was another project out there, right? That was trying to do like a social media thing, but it didn't really work out. But for me to say that we actually have something working, I'm very proud to say that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And so yeah, it's just cool, and it's and this is just the first app.
And this is the first one. And speaking
Yeah.
of that, okay, so you've touched on the Tutor X. It's you were saying it's going to help. Uh, it's like educational to learn different languages. You can actually reach out
It
and
could be anything. It could be
yeah.
anything. Yeah.
And so we also have Vixo, Show Us, and how do you pronounce the last one? Was it Pandogo?
PandaGo. Yeah.
Pandago?
Yeah.
Pandago? Can you
PandaGo.
just, you don't really have to, if you don't, want to get real too deep into it, but can you just kind of go over what their use case is?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Sure, sure. So we talked a little bit about TutorX. So TutorX would be more for education, and I mean you can literally have a school within this app because imagine going to university, right? You have like multiple classes, so you can do
Yeah,
exactly the same thing. You can go through multiple rooms, and because of what COVID did to us, right? It made us think in a different way, and that's how they came up with this idea too, is to have it completely virtual. And if you are in school, right, you can download the educational, like the books and stuff like that, or if you're taking a test, that's all integrated in like a real true virtual school. But of course that also works for businesses and any um, how should I say that? Where you can customize, how you can customize the application to whatever your format is, basically.
yeah,
Um, so that's TutorX. So Vixo is it was really meant to be a messenger in the beginning, but it had evolved into entertainment. And so you can actually it's meant for like entertainers, so you can do like live virtual concerts, and they're going to be integrating a 3D aspect of it, a virtual 3D version of it. And so this would be more of us entering the metaverse. And so
Oh,
this,
okay.
yeah, so this also has an integrated wallet into it. It's got a messenger. So and then our the tickets, right, will be in the form of NFTs. And so just imagine going through a concert and you needed to go with a buddy, and like your buddy's short on funds, like, hey man, I got extra little bit of PTX in here, I got you. And then you just whip out your wallet and you just make the payment, and there you go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Show us is more of a how should I say this? It's it's kind of like a LinkedIn, right? But taking it to a whole new level. So imagine somebody that has like an opportunity, or like a proposition, or like a business offering, if you will. You can kind of go through the hub, and you can talk about like, hey, there's this real estate project, and you can talk about the components and what the potential return is. And but this would be rather in a document format. This would be in a video format. So
Oh,
imagine,
nice.
yeah, imagine an employer that's looking to hire an employee, and the typical way of hiring an employee is what you got to fill out an application, send in your resume, and then you got to run interviews. So rather than go through that process, imagine somebody that's trying to make a pitch, and what better way to weed through filter through applicants by watching somebody, how they communicate, and and how they answer questions, and their body language and stuff like that. It
Yeah.
definitely goes a long way, right, in terms of
Oh,
making
yeah.
a decision. So it makes them feel that this person may or may not be a good fit for the position that they're trying to fill out. So
Ah, nice.
right, so
Nice. I
that's
wonder, with that app also, with along with the video, can you attach documents with it, like say
most
a,
likely,
a
yeah.
resume? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Most likely. So it's a video resume, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so Show Us and PandaGo would be more for 2023, but PandaJo, TutorX, and Vixo would be more taking place within this year. And
That's very interesting.
I'm sure there's more apps to come that's running in the background. And alongside with that, right, we have other companies and other projects that are interested in partaking within the network, because of the fact the whole network alone is a major cost savings, as opposed to taking the traditional approach.
That's very. Let me just say what's up to the chat, Waddy. Hey, Waddy's in here. Thank you for showing up, Waddy. 21 million. Thank you for showing up. But a question with the Panda Joe. Um, let's say like how like Twitch is more for gamers, right? And they can stream gaming. Is Panda Joe able to do that also? Is it? You think it's strong enough to be able to stream gamings that like people playing games?
Absolutely.
Or,
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is so the way it's running right now, right? It's running in a hybrid model because of obviously, let's face it, right? We're not even fully exposed out there yet. So there's not a whole lot of Ramatron nodes. So the foundation is not it's not stable yet. And so we're running it on a hybrid model. So to where the areas are lacking, of course, then the CDN approach would kick in. And once it's sufficient enough to take on the full load, then we would make that transition 100% on the Ramatron.
Wow.
So we have we have set to have 1 million nodes out there globally, and so that's after that, that's it. It's capped, right? And so that's why it's kind of a limited opportunity, if you will.
Yeah.
Um, and so right now we have roughly about well, so according to the devs, they were saying that we have roughly about 180,000 units that have been taken up. And
Oh wow.
so yeah, and so it's growing, right? And so just imagine once we come out over here in the U.S., once we've got a substantial amount of nodes, then we can carry all the heavy load. And that's why we were talking about earlier, right? Different versions of the Ramatron that is to come out. because of the type of streaming that it's going to be conducting. So we're going to have like different grades of nodes, right?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Right. So you got like you got your so you got your Ramatron Lite, right, which is more for the light streaming, which is like like live streaming on the go and stuff like that. But then you've got like heavy load streaming, like conducting a concert or like a major conference with a huge base, and so that takes more power, right? More delivering power. So you need a stronger node for that. So that's what we have. Like we're gonna have 4 levels of nodes, and but for now we have this as the main, and then I'm just giving you a little glimpse of the different versions that's to come out.
Just a little taste.
Yep.
Where do you see this project? Like your opinion, 1 year from now? With all, you guys got so much going on right now. You got everything starting to come together in 1 year.
Man,
Where do you see that?
it's basically inching its way into critical mass, because the world loves usefulness, right? And that's how one can become successful is people are attracted to something useful. And so we created something that is useful for businesses, and if not, for people that just loves to create content or just watch
Yeah.
videos for pure entertainment. And because that's one thing that COVID has done for all of us, right? It's like we find creative ways to entertain ourselves. And
Definitely.
right, and so there's all these creative ideas, and yet alone, right, in the content creator world, the YouTube world, right? um Never once did we even think that we're gonna be all streaming with buddies, and this seems to be the moving trend right now, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody's live streaming on everybody's stream. But before it's just like everybody just making solo videos, and but never really come across the idea that you can have a joint stream together, you know.
Yeah.
And so for us, back to the question, we're definitely going to be expanding our offerings, because if we're already having conversations with government officials, just imagine, once we hit the US market, imagine the type of offerings that we're going to have and the relationships that we're going to build with different businesses. And you know quite frankly, we can work with just about any project, and I could see that we can be working with a lot of these gaming blockchain projects, and have a relationship with them to where they can literally stream their games within our network.
Yeah.
And
True.
so I could see that, right? And because that's like that's I like to think 1 to 5 years, right? And that was kind of like one of the factors for me, like, hey, do I really want to be involved in this? And is there a big picture in there? And
Yeah.
I see a big picture in this. And that's why I kind of go extend out beyond what I'm supposed to be doing. And sometimes I pay things out of my own pocket just because of the fact, like, hey, I want to do this, and I want to see the project succeed, and so I make my own personal investments doing that.
Wow.
Yeah, and I enjoy it. And to answer, I see Wadi's question right there. Is that the only thing working for you, John? And, in this space, right? People talk, and there's I have other things that's working in the background, and great projects, by the way. And so we're kind of working things out right now, and I'm still kind of doing my own due diligence. And but then again, these are projects with real live use case, and something that people actually can appreciate, and not so much of some of the stuff that you see out there that's a bunch of nonsense. And I mean, don't get me wrong, right? There's a lot of shit projects out there, and there's a lot of good projects, and there are some great projects. I'm
Yeah.
looking for somewhere in between good and great, because like I said, right, the world loves usefulness, and if I can just stick to that approach, and if I can gravitate towards projects that fits into that model, then I believe it's going to go a long way. And this is one of those projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What got you into crypto? Have you been into crypto for a while? What
Well,
got you into the space?
man, I mean, I've been hearing about crypto since 2009, and I've ignored it for the longest, and then 2017, 2018 came, and I was like, man, I bet. So like for me, right, I was doing a bunch of seminars, like a financial seminars, educating people how to better manage their money and where to invest, and then that kind of integrated into investing in real estate and teaching people how to liberate their 401k retirement, because people don't know that people that have 401ks and IRAs, people don't know that they can go beyond the stocks and mutual funds, and they can self-direct their funds, so they can liberate their funds, regain choice and control, and invest on the things that you want to invest in, such as a business. You can invest in crypto, you can invest in real estate. And so for me at that time, real estate was it. And then when crypto came along the picture, I was like, crap, man, it's like you can divert some of those portions of your retirement into crypto.
Yeah.
And so I started teaching on that. And there's so many different ways in how to structure it, because the way things right now, and when I'm going to be launching a channel pretty soon, and I'm going to be extending my expertise, the things that I'm good at, because I love sharing some of these information, right? And so I'm going to start educating people about taxes and crypto, and because there's a lot of regulations that are coming, and so you need to have your financial fortress in order to hedge yourself from some of these hefty taxes that are coming very, very shortly. And so
That's
yeah.
awesome. You guys keep a lookout for his channel launching soon.
Yeah, so I've been so I've been wanting to do that, but I keep I keep getting pulled in too many different directions, and like especially with this, I love doing this. Between that and my main practice, and some of the opportunities that I'm looking into right now, and so yeah, it's just exciting times right now, man, and I'm really enjoying it. I love what I do. I love the people that are in the space.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just chipping away, building relationships, and making good friends along the way, and making good money.
Yeah, and there's so much room for opportunity right now in this market.
So much growth, man. I've heard like Wadi and TX NATO, they've landed an opportunity, and so I'm wishing them the best, man. Like shoot, opportunity comes, you better grab it, man, because
Yes, sir.
you really don't have anything to lose. I mean, worst comes to worst, you have what you already have, so you're just adding on top of that, and expanding, and leveling up, right? Level up.
Mm-hmm. You know what, John? I really appreciate the professionalism you bring when you do an AMA. I have not seen, you're the only one I've seen to this day that comes prepared with their own slides. That shows a lot about a project and about how you conduct your business. That's pretty cool.
Well, I appreciate that, man, because I want to be able to tell a good story, and PandoProject has a great story, and I just feel that I want to be able to give my 100% and telling the future investors the best version of that story. And so and it comes with experience too. I've been doing this for quite some time, and so I've just kind of transitioned my talents and my skills into the crypto space, and so far I don't even feel like it's work, to be honest, man. It's just I love what I do, and sometimes I find myself staying up like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Some of you streamers out there that like to stream for like 15 hours per day, you do it by choice, right? You do it because you love it, and and you're making an investment in yourself. And I'm doing exactly the same thing, but I'm having fun and I'm enjoying it, and I'm doing it by choice and not because I have to. So
That is awesome.
yeah.
And I don't want to keep you too long. I'm sure you're a busy man, but is there anything that you wanted to mention that you think you might have missed? Like, everybody, whenever we turn off the stream, you have that feeling like, man, I should have said that. Do you have anything?
Yeah. Oh man, that's every stream, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I would like to do is I like to have some fun, and why don't we give away a couple of nodes to some of your viewers? Yeah, and
let me set that up.
However, in order for them to qualify, I'm not sure if were you able to put in the my handles on the description.
I have your Twitter. I have the PandoProject Twitter and the PandoProject website.
Okay.
And I can drop anything in the chat that you need.
Yeah, let me drop it. Let me see here. Let me grab it real quick, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead. I'm just setting up this giveaway tool real quick.
So how many AMAs have you done so far?
I think this is number 20.
Wow.
And I just started, and I wanted to go the AMA route just so I can. At first, I needed to get used to being on live, and then just learning about the project, being able to talk to the devs of the project. It helps me learn a lot more, and if I can learn a lot more, then that means I can help others learn a lot more. So this is the best way that I know for me.
Well, bro, you're a natural at it, man. I mean, you've got the perfect personality for this, and keep doing it, man.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. I'm sending it to your Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, if you can sub into our Telegram, Twitter, and Discord, we get you in the drawing.
Let's see if I can post it here in the comments. Let's see if that works. You guys let me know in the chat if those hyperlinks are available to use, or if I have to do it individually.
Oh, you did it through Twitch.
Yeah, I also stream through Twitch also.
Yeah, that's funny. Very cool.
I just highlighted the Telegram, Twitter, Discord, Facebook, YouTube, and personal Twitter. Put them all in the chat right now. And what do they need to be following? They need to be joining the Discord?
Yeah, just the Twitter, Telegram, and Discord.
Cool. We'll follow the Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, and he will be giving away some notes.
Yeah. You got your stream picker ready?
Yes, sir. I'm going to go ahead and remove your screen really quick. Add mine. And what do you want to use as a hashtag?
Hashtag PTX. Make it easy.
If you guys have never, I'm pretty sure everybody has, but if you're not familiar with the way this works, all you got to do is type in hashtag PTX. It is case sensitive. So you type hashtag PTX in the chat, and it'll automatically gather all the entries, and then I just hit go, and it'll pick a winner. I'll let it run for a couple minutes, give everybody a chance to jump in. And also, you need to be in the Discord and the links that I posted there.
Yep. I don't see Rowena anywhere. I swear that girl wins everything. What's up, that guy? Rowena giveaway. What's going on, Waddy? Good to see you, brother.
StreamYard has been kicking me out like that all day. After I go an hour, it just like kicks me off.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I can't figure it out. It'll probably do it again. So I want to try to run these as fast as I can. It seems like the hour is a sweet spot, and it starts just failing on me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if I get kicked off again, I will jump right back on.
I didn't even realize you were off. I thought you were trying to do something.
No, and then from the last, it did this the last stream too, and it just showed my face frozen for I don't know.
You know, oftentimes when you find yourself frozen on the other end, on the viewer's end, you really aren't. So you may just want to continue going because it continues to record, but it's just freezing up on your screen. That's what I found.
This is actually, it takes me back to my desktop.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so let me fix this up really quick. All right, so it's hashtag PTX, all caps. We have 12 entries right now. Let me share the stream, get my stuff together because I got kicked off. All right, we have 30 in the chat. We have 12 entries. Also, you need to join the Discord. Oh, someone's saying the Discord link isn't bringing to the Panda Project. Shaman says, that guy, what's up, man? Thank you for joining. Wadi, that guy. Let me just catch up real quick. You guys, hashtag PTX in the chat. Missing F tweet. Yeah, I was frozen. I knew I was frozen. She said I was frozen. What's up? Mike Oxlong in the building. Thank you. Thank you all for showing up.
Yeah, the Discord should work. It's working.
Oh, it's working.
Yeah.
All right, so we're at 15. We're at 15. Hey, Crypto Smith, welcome. I saw you earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt. Thanks for showing up. We got 15 entries and 31 in the chat. If you want to join, let's go because I'm going to get kicked off. My internet's been acting wonky all day.
Hey, where in California are you at?
I'm in Southern California, right by LA.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. And it seems like the sun is probably like right here. I think I'm the closest to the sun in the world because it's so hot over here.
Yeah, the only thing about California, though, man, the sunset just it goes down way too soon, man. Over here in Seattle in the summer, it goes down like around 10 o'clock.
Yeah. You know what? Armed to Fight You, I have talked to him. It's unfortunate. I don't know if you've heard, John, but TX Tornado got his channel taken down for the second time.
I did, man, and I think I know why.
Oh, really?
I think it may have something to do with that stream element that he was doing.
Oh, you think so? But I don't know. There's
because you're kind of bypassing their monetization, right? So maybe because of the fact that it had integrated, because Stream Elements integrates into YouTube, right? And so maybe YouTube reads that off, and then each time a donation kicks in, YouTube wants their cut. So if they're seeing that, so that's the only logical thing that I can think of. But hey, man, TX, if you're out there, bro, let's do it again, man. Don't give up.
Let's do it again. Keep your head up. Yeah. Don't let these dudes
win. I feel bad too because I was joking the other night on his stream, man. I was like, hey, TX won 3.0, and I was like, oh, dude, he got rugged again, man. So now he has to pull out 3.0.
I can't imagine how he feels because that dude is a hustler, man. He's a grinder.
He's a hustler, man. I love his work ethic, and because he's into construction, and so he grinds, and I know once he gets when he gets everything going, man, that dude's gonna blow up because he goes out there and he seeks out communities that none of us have ever heard of, and that takes a great hustle, man.
Yeah, he has a great networking technique, and it seems to do very well for him. That's super unfortunate this crap happened.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead. This is your last chance. Maybe about 5 more seconds. Hashtag PTX in all caps in the chat. We got 16 entries. There's 33 people in the chat. Give it just a couple more seconds. See, MK2000 says that Baffles used the Stream Elements spot today. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. Very unfortunate.
I could be wrong, man, but that's just the only logical thing that I can think of. Or there might be something in the new terms of service with the amount of streaming that you do, because that guy streams for hours, right? So I don't know if YouTube is interpreting that as a manipulation, or I don't know.
I
It could be
I don't
could
know
be
either.
numbers of things, right?
That is one of the reasons I'm setting me up a PandoProject account. I mean, it's just
Hey,
better
yeah, no
safe than
kidding.
sorry.
It's like you wouldn't have to deal with any of this political stuff. It's just like it's crazy battling through it, man. You're kind of messing with people's livelihood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw, guys. We have 17 entries. Looks like that's all we had. Ready and go. This is for a node, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. How do you want to do this? Do you want them to Christina Marie?
Damn, this girl keeps
Congratulations.
winning.
Oh, really? Congratulations. Do you want
Oh
them
man.
to contact you on Twitter with their address, or would you like me to get it for you?
I will. I already know her, so I can get her. But
Okay.
but they can go through you. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Perfect. Then just DM me your address. Is it a ETH address that she needs?
Oh no, you got to set up a. I'll walk you through the whole process. But yeah, just they can reach out to me on Telegram, on the PandoProject PH Telegram.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah.
And then you'll walk them through it.
Yep, I'll just walk them through it.
Cool. So just reach out on the Telegram.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's do another one.
One more. Let's do it. We got 17 entries. It's your last chance.
All right, do it.
Waddy said, "Ooh, woo." Here we go. and thank you again, John. This is really awesome.
Oh man, it's my pleasure.
We got oohs in the chat. Crypto Kid said, ooh. The other night you had me rolling, Crypto Kid. And Mike Oxlong.
All
Congratulations.
Right. Congrats, bro.
Mike Oxlong, reach out to John on the Telegram. What name do you go by on the Telegram?
Just reach out to PandoProject PH, and I'll respond there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we got Mike Oxlong. Beautiful. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody in the chat for showing up. Got the oohs in the chat. Crypto Kid, quality game tester. Ooh.
Hey man, let's do one more.
Okay, one more.
Since we
it's your last chance, guys. We got 36 people in here, only 17 entries. So here we go. I'll give you about 5 seconds. 4, 3. Here we go. Drawing. And you have to reach out to the Panda Project in the Telegram, and that will set you up. Aviator, congratulations! I believe he won. He won on my earlier stream also. He's killing it right now.
Congrats, bro! Right on.
Congratulations! Look at that 3D8 NFT he's got right there. Awesome.
Oh, that's looking dope. Hey, I think it was you that posted one. It's the one with the gold flare with the suit and with the pipe.
Oh, I have a couple of them.
You have a couple of, dude. I want one, man.
Oh yeah, you know what? God, they were free. They were free mints. Yes.
Oh, dude.
No, they weren't free. I'm wrong. They were like.
I was telling Waddy, it's like, I'm just this NFT thing. It's starting to grow on me, and I'm not really one to distinguish, what's good and what's not. But when I saw that post that you had on Twitter, I was like, oh man, that's looking pretty fly, dude. I like that one.
they do. They're very I like them, and they weren't free. I think I wanted to say that guy's on here. Correct me if I'm wrong. That guy. I think they were 0.002. Anyway, they were like $2 to start off, then after a certain amount was minted, it jumped up to $10. And then I don't know where the floor's at now, but they're looking promising. And they look cool. It's like a Bored Ape.
Well, if you got a couple of them, I'll buy one from you.
Cool.
Yeah.
And first we'll see where the floor price and stuff's at, because they might be going for pretty cheap. But yeah, John, if there's he's gone.
Hold on. I just I need to make a mental note for myself.
Oh, Miss NFT Queen says, go get you a 3D ape, John. Only 0.005 for the last 50 minutes.
Hey, I got one last night. I got one from Wadi and TX.
Oh, you did pick one up?
What's that?
You did pick up a 3D ape?
Yeah, I won. I was like the winner of their little giveaway.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really digging these things.
We got Aviator, Mike Oxlong.
Yeah, Aviator, Mike Oxlong, and then
Christina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Christina's won like 3 times. So she's like our Rowena.
She says, "Thank you, Boss John and Chaka. Congratulations, everyone."
Hey, you guys, make sure you like the stream for our boy Chaka, man. Let's get him up there.
Yeah, like the stream, man. The subscribes would be much appreciated. And John, all the links, follow all those links. Get in touch. Check out these. Go get you a Ramatron. Check them out. Absolutely. Also, check out the PandoProject because I'm going to download it right now. Well, it's downloading. I still got to set it up. I'm gonna mess with that. I'll reach out to you on PandoProject. Say what's up.
Please do.
Yeah. Any closing comments before we head out?
Well, man, I just want to thank you for having me on, man. It's such a great pleasure to hang out with you guys and share our story. And congratulations to the winners. And just anticipate more things to come from us. And I'm just glad that you guys get a glimpse of who we are and what we're trying to accomplish. And we're definitely going to be a big movement down the road. And you guys now have an opportunity to get in the very forefront. So. Yeah, thanks again for having me, man. It's I'm very honored.
Awesome. Thank you for being here, and everybody in the chat, thank you for being here. Don't forget to post on Twitter. Try to get TX Tornado's channel back because that's my boy, and we all look out for each other in this space, and he needs his channel back. Everybody, thank you for showing up, and that's all we got. I'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys.
Peace out.